we're back with another video. Messed up. We're back with another video. Again, another challenge. Today we're gonna do the Never Have I Ever challenge. We both have some random questions we're gonna ask each other, and we're just gonna go from there. So we're gonna get straight into it. Hold up
these signs that I made.
Oh yeah, some signs. So we're gonna hold them up, but we're just gonna get into it because we don't want to waste time.
And if you hear some noises, that's DJ over there.
Yeah. So wait, who's going first? You going first or I'm going first?
You could go first.
You go first. Ladies first.
So why'd you ask?
I don't know.
Okay. Never have I ever thought about dating someone else. You better be. You gotta
put that in a better context. That's not in a relationship. In our relationship.
Yeah.
Yes, I have not. What kind of shit? What the fuck? What that mean? I don't even know what that mean.
Okay, not like any like.
Nah, hell no, I'm changing mine too then. What that mean? I don't even understand what that means.
Okay, when I did, it was like in the very beginning.
What?
It was in like the very beginning because he used to like break up with me every week. Like it used to be like 2 or 3 times a week. So he would like go to break up with me and I'd be like, okay. Or by like the 10th time I was kind of like, okay.
Was it 10 times?
Yeah,
we would break up every week. It was like every other week.
No, it was every week.
What the hell that mean?
So by like the 10th time, I was like, well, shit, maybe I need to go and date somebody else.
She should have go ahead then. What's she talking about? I have too then.
Okay, he's saying I should have went and dated somebody else. So he would go and like break up with me. He'd be like, oh, we need some space, whatever, whatever. And I'd be like, okay. So I would leave him alone. And then like later that day.
No, she wouldn't. No, she wouldn't.
Okay, no, it depended. No, it depended. But a lot of times I would.
It depended.
Shut up. A lot of times I would go and leave him alone. I'd be like, okay, he wants his space. And then, no, listen. And then he would go and text me and he'd be like, oh, so what are you doing? And I'd be like, nothing. No, I'm not. I swear to God, because I remember I was at my dad's house one time and I said I was giving you your space and you were like, well, that doesn't mean you have to stop texting me. I swear to God. I swear to God on my little brother's life. On his life. I definitely.
DJ, we're not gonna say nothing about you. Your brother going to hell.
I
what
swear
the hell
that
I have? Oh, she. It
was just then. It hasn't been any time like.
She a hot water now. Anyways. At least
I'm being honest.
Yeah, whatever. Eat my. I'm not gonna date.
Yeah.
But all right. So never have I ever had to run to save my life. I don't know if any one of us have been in a near-death experience. I'm gonna say I have not.
No, I haven't either.
I thought I was gonna get her with that. She used to be hanging out with her crazy-ass cousins. I thought they would have had something to run away from back then. Alright, well, I guess not.
I don't think so.
That's a pretty dumb question, I guess. Okay, so never have I ever shoplifted. I'm gonna say I have not, but if we want to get technical, I can say I have. I'll tell my story after Kayla.
I have, and what was it? Oh, it was at Claire's. It was like, I think I was in like, I don't know, I was like 15 or something, and I stole some earrings. But that's it.
She lied, because she also stole something from Baby's R Us the other day, like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that's right. But it was an accident. It was an accident.
She threw a pacifier in the car, in the carriage. She put like this other thing for like ink footprints that you could put the footprints on. And we just walked out of the store. She's like, oh, I forgot to pay for that. And I forgot to pay for that too.
No,
I'm like,
I really did. Like, we had a lot of stuff in the car. And
it wasn't a lot of stuff. ZJ was a lot of stuff.
So, oh, right. So, okay. So, like, his car seat took up a lot. It took up a lot of space. And it was, like, all the way under. So, I didn't know. Okay. Never have I ever tried to pick a wedgie in public.
Pick a wedgie?
I just did that yesterday at the mall.
She's dirty. I can't really say anything because, again, for the y'all that don't know, I'm a mailman, so I'm outside all day, which is the public. And sometimes I be walking down the street and I just gotta pick one, yo. I have too many clothes on or whatever the case may be, and sometimes I got a good one I gotta pick, so I pick it and hey.
Okay, I don't go into detail like that.
TMI?
I don't even...
TMI?
Like... Anyways, ask your question.
Oh, my turn.
Like, mine was not as serious as that.
Mine's always serious. Never have I ever broken a bone in my body.
Yeah,
I have.
yeah, I forgot to put it up. I have. Mine, so yeah, I broke my pinky. I was like a real tomboy. Well, I still kind of am, but I'm not like a girl.
She's one of those loving basketball tomboys.
But I don't know how to play basketball. But yeah, I was like playing football with my dad and my brother, and then my dad, like, he threw the football at me, and I don't know what he did, but he broke my pinky, and then
child abuse, John, child abuse.
And I kept telling him, I was like, oh, like, Dad, I think something's wrong with my pinky, something's wrong with it. And he's like, no, you're just
ice it up, baby, ice it up.
He was like, you're being dramatic. And I was like, no, I really think I broke it. Like, I couldn't move it, it was all swollen. He's like, you're fine. So the next day, my mom, like, I was crying and stuff like that, so my mom, she took me to the hospital, and I broke it, and my dad felt so bad. He still talks about it to this day.
So for me, I guess you could consider mine's a broken bone, or it was more of a fracture, so I guess that's broken. But in 5th grade, I think it was, we had these little school Olympics that we used to do, and in gym we were practicing for the school Olympics, and I was doing the long jump, so I ran extra fast and did the jump, and we were practicing outside on concrete. I jumped too far, landed on my heels, and my butt ended up sliding across the cement, just scraped the whole thing. So after I got up, I couldn't even walk. I was like, ugh. And I had to tell my mother to leave work early and pick me up and take me to the hospital. That was pretty embarrassing when I had to call and tell her that, because they're checking my ass at the hospital. That's awkward.
Didn't you have to, like, sit on a little donut?
Oh, yeah, and after... For like 2 weeks, I had to sit on a little donut whenever I like went to school, or if I sat at the house, I couldn't put pressure on my butt. So I was just sitting on a donut all day. Oh, it's my turn. No, it's your turn.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Never have I ever stole from my parents.
Can we do both again? Can I do both again? I have.
What do you mean? Either you have or you haven't.
Have not. It's not really stealing.
Okay, so then it's
okay,
I have not. What do you mean?
I have not. Ma, don't worry, I didn't steal from you.
Wow.
Oh, wait, no, I lied. I have.
Mom, I stole from you. Okay.
So mine was, Dad, I love you, but when I was at your house one day, I just took a couple DVDs because you had like a whole collection, and I didn't think you was gonna miss it. So I took Love and Basketball. I took
which I still have.
Some Jet Li movies. It's nothing crazy though. So I just took those. So if you want the Love and Basketball, I still got it. The other movies, I don't know where they're at.
So for my mom, I always used to steal her alcohol.
Alcoholic, 14 years old, starting off on the right path.
Shut up. But yeah, I used to steal her alcohol, and then so that like she wouldn't notice or anything, I would pour water in it. So
what?
So she wouldn't like, I would think she wouldn't like notice like that, you know, it was like going down or whatever. But then she ended up like catching on, and then if she had like a good like liquor or something like that, she would be like, don't put some water in there, and I would just be like, oh, like I knew she caught on. So
alcoholic early. It's
life happens.
So never have I ever chipped a tooth.
You're a dick.
Language, buddy, language. I have not. I think somebody else has.
Okay, yeah, I chipped my front tooth of all teeth.
My name is Kayla Morgan.
It wasn't as bad as like he's making it seem, but yeah, it was like 3 years ago, I think, right? 4 years, 4 years ago, whatever. And I don't know what happened, but like I passed out, and it was on a hardwood floor, and then yeah, I just broke my tooth.
The whole shit was missing. Now every time I think about it, I just think of her as a hillbilly.
Yeah, I know. I used to, and then like I had to go to the dentist. It cost like so much money to go and like fix it. Oh my god, it was terrible.
My name is Kayla.
So now I have a fake front tooth.
Good,
like I'm trying to sit there and talk, and you're talking over me.
Nobody cares about your front tooth.
You asked the question.
Nobody cares about it though. It's fake.
Anyways, never have I ever got caught watching porn.
I have not. I'm smooth with mine though. I've never been caught, but I watch it on the reg, like pretty close to daily. So yeah, no shame in my game. It's It's life. It's part of life. Happens. I'm a guy. Guys do it.
Yeah, no, I've never watched it ever. I'm like scared that the government is like watching or something like that. And that,
I wave at them.
That like creeps me out, so I don't watch it.
It's okay. I'll watch enough for both of us.
You're nasty.
Never have I ever passed out drunk. Too many times to count, actually.
No, but like really, really pass out.
I have. You want to tell yours first, and then I'll tell mine?
Mine wasn't anywhere near as bad as his, but I was at his stepfather's cousin's house last year? Yeah, last year.
New Year's.
Yeah, on New Year's. And everybody was like drinking and stuff like that.
Somebody had one too many shots.
But I didn't eat that whole time. So, but yeah.
Excuses. Lightweight.
Yeah, okay. You want to talk about lightweight? Okay. But yeah, I passed out. Yeah, I was the first one. Everybody was like talking, and I was like knocked out. I just remember I kept saying I was so embarrassed because I was the first one to go to sleep, and I was annoying him that I kept saying.
Annoying the hell out of me. Oh, what if they all say something? But for me, mine's is a lot worse than that. So about 3 years ago, I was going to a concert with her and her cousin and her man, and it was the Usher and August concert. And before we went, we were pre-gaming, and I was taking doubles and triple shots of Henny so I could catch up to them because they had been drinking way before me. And by the time we left and got to the TD Garden, it was a wrap. I couldn't remember anything. I was seeing pitch black, and we probably wasn't even there for like 20 minutes, and I was already throwing up. Security guards came to try to check on me, and they were asking for my ID, and I was just handing them nothing.
I had his wallet.
I thought I was like, it was in the right pocket though, but I just wasn't handing them nothing. And then eventually enough was enough. They pulled me out on a stretcher, and I had to go to MGH and get taken care of for alcohol poisoning. So recommendation to you guys out there, don't take double and triple shots if you can't handle it. Especially don't take them back to back. That's not a good idea.
And he threw up on my leg.
I was throwing up everywhere on her leg. When I got to the hospital, I was spitting on the floor.
Wait, and you have another good one.
The EMT. Oh, shout out to Alex for coming through and helping me out.
Oh, I know. I kept calling Alex.
Without you, I probably would have been dead.
You gonna give me any credit?
Yes, you get a lot of credit.
Okay. But yeah, I kept like texting Alex, and he had just got his job at the post office, and I don't know what.
Well, she thought I was gonna get fired. Yeah. I thought I was gonna get fired too because I had to call out.
So yeah, I was like freaking out. I was like, oh my god, he's gonna get fired, and I kept texting Alex. I'm like, oh my god, hurry up, come meet us there. So he met us there. But you have another.
One? Which one?
The housewarming.
Oh, so
I think that one might have been. It's like up there.
It's not up there. It's not worse than the concert one because the concert was in public. But another time is the housewarming. So obviously we bought a house, and we had the housewarming. Everybody came. We had like 50 people in here, and we were just chilling. But I started my night off early with the drinking. So I was walking around with her brother, Jay Sean, and we were just carrying the Henny bottles like it was bottles of water. I was drinking out of that. I was drinking 2 beers at a time. It got to the point where I couldn't even take it anymore, and I just passed out on the couch. And yeah, it wasn't good. I woke up the next morning with the biggest hangover. I felt like crap, and
it was really. I think it was just the
Jones. Just don't do it, guys. Don't do it.
No, it was the Henny that got you. Henny's just not your. It's not your friend.
Anything is possible.
Don't drink Henny. It'll get you pregnant too.
Yeah, it definitely get you pregnant. A lot of things get you pregnant. Henny's one of them. That's a factor. Whose turn is it? Mine or yours?
I don't think I have one. I think that's it.
If that story was too long, sorry guys. That was it?
Yeah, that's it.
I think I got a couple more. I got one more. So, never have I ever hit something while driving. So it could either be too reckless or whatever, and I have. You go first.
I'm better now, but I was like terrible at parallel parking. I'm still like getting there, but I was so bad. So
that's what happens when you're from the Cape.
Shut up. But yeah, like coming to Boston and stuff, I had to parallel park a lot more. So I was tapping cars all the time. like just tapping them, backing up, and I would
I
just
didn't even know that.
tap them all the time, especially when I was working in Cambridge, not the last people, but the people before. Yeah, I was always like tapping a car, so I'd have to like go around and try to find another spot. Cause I'm like, what if that person was like watching and was like, she just tapped my car, so.
Just go around the block like she didn't hit it. And go back to the same spot.
So, but yeah, that was the only time I ever did.
Mine was pretty bad. So I was driving one day with someone. We're not gonna say the name, but I was driving and be quiet. And I was pulling into a Stop and Shop, Alex, Stop and Shop. I was pulling in and this car was parked. And I thought I was so smooth. I was pulling in so wide, and the person.
He's so cocky when it comes to driving, like he thinks he's the best driver.
I had just got my license though, so in all fairness, I had just got my license. But the person told me that I was too wide and I was gonna hit the car, but I thought I was smooth, so I was turning. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna hit it. When I tell you, I banged the hell out of this lady's car. Like I hit it so hard. I just backed up and drove into another spot, and no lie, after I hit it 2 seconds later, she came out. And she didn't even notice the big scratch on her car, nothing. Nobody told her anything, luckily. But she just got in her car, took off, and drove away. And I was probably scared for like that next day, because I thought she was gonna somehow get my information. Thought somebody would have told her. But yeah, I hit her car hard as hell. But it's okay. I got away with it. I'm not saying that's a good thing, but I got away with it. So
terrible.
So that's it for our Never Have I Ever. Please, again, watch it, subscribe, and just enjoy, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Bye.